Yep, it's your boy DJ Cisco, and this is the Hip Hop and R&B show. Tonight we have Corporal A.K on, and let's add him to the stream. Yeah, man, that's his joint in the back called Lyric and Harmony, and that's a joint he made with his daughter. Corporal A.K, welcome to the show.
Yo, what's popping, bro? What's good with you, man?
Man, you still sound crystal clear. So we went live on Facebook, and I didn't want to jeopardize this show, so I cut the song down. And we're going to play that joint at the end of the show, man. But welcome to the DJC Radio Global Show. We are proud to have you, and you get a big round of applause. And shout to Queens, homie.
Yo, man, Queens is in the building. Far Rock, yo. Jamaica, yo. Double yo. You already know.
Now, when I was coming up in Queens, Far Rock was considered a different planet. Is it still like that? Because people really forget about Far Rockaway being a part of Queens, actually.
Yo, I mean, it's definitely the same way it was. You know what I mean?
Wow.
As far as, you know, I mean, it might be even worse now. You know what I mean? Because the people we grew up with, you know, their parents wasn't on crack. Not like how these motherfuckers are. These motherfuckers is crack, pill, syrup babies. They ain't got no nothing, man. They just like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
And because of that, most of them don't fight, so they got guns. Because they ain't got physical stamina and physique like we used to have back in the day. But that crack fucked up a generation, man. But listen, who was Corporal A.K before he became Corporal A.K, man? I like to get to know the person before they became a, you know.
Oh shit, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what? That's a real good question, man. I'm glad I'm here, man, to explain that. Yes. You know what I mean? Before I became Corporal A.K, the artist, you know what I mean? I was Miss Murray's son. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
My mother's son. You know what I mean? Grew up there in Far Rockaway, Queens, man. You know what I mean? Just, you know, a product of my environment, of course. That's everybody's story. You know what I mean?
Everybody.
End goal was to get up out of there and become a product of a new environment. You know what I mean? Change the family wealth and whatnot. You know, I had my bumps in the roads growing up and whatnot, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, I was my mother's son. You know what I mean? The man that she raised. You know, every decision I made on my own. It had nothing to do with the jewels and the light that my mother tried to shed on me. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything was, you know, everything negative was my decision. Everything positive was her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You know we hard-headed back then. We don't know.
But of course, man. You know what I mean? Especially she's raising boys, you know what I mean, on her dolo. So you know how that go. You know what I mean? But
so in that loving, nurturing mother household, what type of music did you guys listen to?
It's
back then.
Well, you know, it's real funny, man, because my family, unbeknownst to a lot of people, my family is from Guyana,
okay,
Trinidad and Jamaica. So we listen to WLIB.
WLIB, my man. I used to him.
You know what I mean? We'll be rocking you every Saturday morning.
Back then.
You know what I mean? Reggae, calypso music. That was in my house heavy. You know what I mean? I wasn't introduced to hip hop until I was like 5.5, 6 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So like, I'm glad that you just brought up that point, because a lot of people, Cage Money. Oh yeah, Cage Money. Big shout out to my man Cage Money. He's actually from Redfern. My man is in the Midwest right now. He's on the check-in. Big shout out to you, homie. I'm glad that you brought that up, like about your Caribbean heritage, because a lot of people don't realize most of these famous artists were from the Caribbean.
Right.
Big part Jamaican or fully Jamaican, you know, got a whole bunch of people, Wyclef and them from Haiti, you know, so people don't really talk about the Caribbean influences on hip hop, but glad that you brought that up. So your background is Guyanese and Trini and
Guyanese, Jamaican, Trinidadian, and I got Portugal in my family. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yo, so I'm glad you said that, because the crazy part is a lot of people don't know that hip hop stemmed from the islands.
Yeah, because you guys put out sets. You guys were the ones DJing in the street. Kool Herc was West Indian.
Right.
Cool Herc brought that over here.
Over here. They said it started in the Bronx. No, that shit started in Jamaica.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is this though. We used to put little speakers in our windows.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna front. We didn't have big sound systems. We used to put speakers in the windows, and we was like, okay, people like dance. Then when Cool Herc came with like the systems, you know how they got the sets, like the Crown amps and the Vegas and all that shit.
Right.
That blew people's minds. Like, what the fuck? And then the people grabbing the mic and then the Jamaicans were chatting before.
Right.
You know, so that all intertwines, man. But I could talk for days, but this is your damn interview. Anyway, Corporal A.K. So you got into hip hop around like 5 or 6. Who were some of your first rappers that you can remember that like influenced you?
Well, I can tell you off top, man. You know what I mean? 5, 6 years old, my brother introduced me to LL Cool J.
Oh,
all right. Run DMC, the Fat Boys.
it's that Queen shit.
Yes, man. You know what I mean? And I'm in that order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that order too. In that exact order. Roxanne Shante. And just looking at that, man, I was like, it was just something about what they were doing, man, that, you know what I mean? It spoke to my soul, man. It was crazy. It was like, yo, these dudes are like, they were like superheroes to me and shit. You know what I mean? Looking at the shit. Then, you know, as it went on, you know, you started having the Rakims and the Keras Ones, and I'm like, yo, I watched this shit metamorphosize, and I was blessed enough. The Big Daddy Kane's, the Slick Rick. Slick Rick blew my mind because Slick Rick came with a whole different type of swag, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Storytelling. It was something that we really wasn't used to the way he told the story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
not just his storytelling.
Right.
I don't mean to cut you off. His appearance.
Right.
All that chunk jewelry, like you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna be watching a concert tonight, or I'm going to a concert. Is Slick gonna be there wearing all that shit? I want to see Slick. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like he was like, how is he wearing? Is it real? Like that shit.
Right, that motherfucker was wearing a suit, man. He was fucking suit with sneakers. I ain't never seen no shit like that.
Jewelry, like
right,
incredible shit. So he was like somebody that he was like Michael Jackson of hip hop when it came to people wanting to see his ass.
This is a
that's
fucking
how we
fact.
was. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel you about that. So that's the old school. That's the feeling that people from New York won't understand.
Right.
That we talk about it and we get goosebumps. But shout out to everybody that support. Because what I realized, Corporal, even though it started out here, everybody in every state and town got their local pioneers.
Right.
They got their local pioneers, and they talk about, like the way we talk about the Cool Hertz, we talk about Grandmaster Flash. They're talking about people from their towns,
right,
from the radio stations that started that shit. So I just like how hip hop evolved and everything. So what was some of your first? Were you first attracted to the MC part of it, or the music, or you always wanted to be an MC?
You know, let me tell you something. I always wanted to be an MC just after first seeing it. You know what I mean? Because look, my older brother was rapping at that time too. You know what I mean? He was rapping at the time. You know, he was running around with Father MC. Rest in peace, Manny Fialo. You know what I mean? These dudes, man. And I used to watch them spitting shit when I was a kid in the house. You know what I mean? And then he put me on to like and I'm gonna be honest, the main one. And it's ironic that my music is playing on the station now because the main one was LL Cool J. When they showed me I'm Bad, I lost my mother effing mind, bro. I couldn't believe because it was, you know, I've been watching all these dudes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the way this dude came in there, he was talking his shit. You know what I mean?
Jumping around.
What? Yo, I said, yo, wait, hold up, son. He gonna talk. Nobody can rap quite like I can. I take a muscle bound man. I'm like, hold up. He from the rib, he started his shit, and he was from Queens, yo. I'm like, oh my God, we got him.
You remember one of his joints called Your Rock?
Say it again.
It's called Your Rock.
Yo, let me tell you what's funny about that, man. I actually want to do that instrumental over, but I don't want to disrespect.
Yo, you are hip hop, bro. If you know about Your Rock,
bro,
That vocal cord so rough that I could eat cactus.
Listen to me. Let me explain something to you. I told you, and I'm not like a lot of dudes be fronting. I can't. I'm not one of them dudes. I'm gonna let you know, bruh. Once I seen bad, I went through this man's whole jump off, man. I started designing my whole as a child. I'm 6 years old, mind you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers was begging their mothers for G.I. Joes and Transformers. I wanted a fucking Kango, bro. You know what I mean? This is no lie. You know what I'm saying? I wanted his tape. I just wanted to study the art.
Yeah.
That to me was the real art of battle rap. He came out talking that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't all those, rocking the crowds. His shit was more intimate. Like, nigga, who want to smoke?
Yeah, listen, I totally respect Cool J because he came out on some shit like I'm the best.
Right.
F everybody else. My shit don't stink. And I'm doing what I'm doing. And that's how you become successful. And he did what he did, man. Not sure if you remember, there was a time where people were like opposing hip hop and everything, and they tried to come at his lyrics. They tried to take one lyric. I'll never forget. They said he's not setting a good example for the girls and their dads. He said, I'm rhyming and designing with your girl on my lap. So some reverence. This is when hip hop was, first beginning. So that was one of the artists and the lyrics that they took. And I was like, wow, now things are like, that's like the least of the worry in lyrics now with like what these kids are saying. But hip hop has totally evolved. For those of you that just tuned in, you're rocking with DJC Radio Global. We have Corporal A.K. He is from Queens. He is a recording artist, and he is doing his damn thing, man. Listen, name the collabs of people that you have currently out with and that you have worked with. It's very impressive.
Okay, I got a track, Playtime Gangsters, with me, Tristan Mac Wild. Shout out to him, and my brother, the world famous Billy Dance from the world famous rap group MOP. Got a joint with me and Papoose. I did 2 joints with Styles P. I got a joint with Coogee Rap that I didn't release yet. I had that for a couple of years. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that, Brad. You know what I mean? I did a track with Boom, this dude Boom, Waka Flocka, and Gilly on the same record. They never released it, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, I got on that record. You know what I mean? I was on that joint. I got one with my brother Jay Young. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's my brother right there. You know what I mean? That boy doing, he's going bananas, man. You know what I'm saying? 3 albums in less than a goddamn year. He's out there. Jamie Foxx is his mentor. He's out there doing what he's doing with the acting and the rapping, man. He got the 50 songs, 50 weeks campaign going on. That shit is amazing. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
So
bro.
yeah, and my cousin True Blue, Diego, you know what I mean? Just a lot of dudes, people know, they just don't have, some of them got the major platforms, and some of them never got a chance to get the major platforms. They definitely got the street credibility and the respect. Like my nigga Diego Reality, Diego Problem, you know what I mean? Mr. Perfect, True Blue Problem, Slick, you know what I mean? M Uno, Vast Mind, like these are dudes that, you know what I'm saying? I did a Stones, but I got a joint with me and Stack Bundles' little brother too. You know what I mean? Young Stack, Boy Nasty, man.
So Corporal A.K. This is an independent indie artist radio station, and they are like, okay, he got all these joints with all these people. How did he do it? Like, how did that come about?
Shit. Well, I'm gonna give you an answer that a lot of people like to front and don't like to give you. You know what I mean? It's this thing that they invented called money. Let me explain something to you, bro. Watch this. You know what I mean? And believing in your shit and believing investing in your motherfucking craft. You know what I mean? Because I'm one of them dudes that I know nothing is for free. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And brother, not for nothing, but I'm not paying you for your fame and your name. I'm paying you for your fan base. That's always been my mentor.
Wow.
I want your fan base to know what I can do as well. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's called marketing and promoting. That is the secret to anybody's success anyway. It ain't just the label or the people. It's the, people put their money in the wrong shit. I will put listen, if it costs $999,000, right, to promote a record to get it really popping, you know what I mean? And I had $1 million. You understand? I'll be leaving that office with $1 in my fucking pocket.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, you know what I mean? Because I know what it takes. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. I ran up on a lot of these dudes like DJ Whiteout, God rest his soul. That was my brother.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He had to drop that mixtape series. He took over New York City with his mixtapes. You know what I mean? So he had the credibility, and a lot of these artists, he was like, yo, look, you know, come, you know, setting that up. Like, listen, man, my artist trying to blah, blah, blah. Look, tell him, give me this. All right, here you go. Yo, listen to me, man. I've sold jewelry. Right now, if you look at my pictures on my, you see me, every piece of jewelry I got has been real. Like, people who see that shit, oh, that's fake. No, I got paperwork for all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I done spent over $100,000 worth of jewelry, man. I was in these streets getting it. You know what I mean? I was getting it. A lot of people in Far Rock know what it is, man. Rest in peace to my brother, Alon Love. You know what I mean? That, you know what I'm saying? That was like one of my older brothers. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Him and my brother Neff as well, who's alive right now, who I'm proud of. This dude was a real street dude. Went to prison for some shit. Came back and became a fucking judge.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's a whole nother subject, man. These are dudes that I was blessed enough to come up under to learn shit. You know what I mean? And I always learned how to get money. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what's up.
Being said, I would sell my jewelry. If I didn't have the money on me in hand, I was going right to pawn shop. Who? Because look, Straight Stunts magazine cover, nigga, I brought that cover. That wasn't given to me. Let's get the record straight so people know. Slay didn't give me anything. Everything that I came to, except radio play. You know what I mean? Dudes don't do the payola. But as far as anything else, marketing and promoting, magazine covers, shit like that, yo, that wasn't just because I was nice, motherfucker. I paid for that shit. I paid for the opportunity for you motherfuckers to see me and know what it is, man, because I believe in myself, man. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it was. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is now. So I say that to only just so artists who are watching know, like, don't feel like, you know, the game is on some bullshit because dudes are charging you, man. Let me tell you something. Your label that you're trying to sign to already charged you before you signed the fucking papers. You know what I mean? Just understand that. You know what I mean? So, you know, stop bitching about spending money and investing in yourselves. This is what kills me with dudes. They'll invest in everything negative, shit that'll get them thrown in jail for 100 years. They will gamble on their lives and everything else, but won't gamble on themselves. But tell the world they're hot. If you hot, then you should have no problem spending some of that money to stay hot. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. Invest in yourself.
Right. No problem. I have no problem doing that shit, man. You know what I mean? I've done it 1,000 times. You know what I mean? Billy Dance could tell you. Like, yo, I could tell you a story to blow your fucking mind, bro. Let me tell you something. I don't mean to curse. I can curse?
Yeah, you can curse. This is my fucking
I'll just keep it to a minimum. All right, no doubt. So,
little minimum.
Dig this. True story. I bumped into K Slade. I reached out to him a couple of times. You know what I mean? I used to look up to this dude as a DJ wise. He always had the streets. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And you know, I hit him up like, look, man, you know, I'm trying to get a page in the magazine. Straight stunting. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, how much is that? He's like, you know, and listen, this man. First of all, let's get this straight. There's nothing wrong with K Slade charging people to get in or on the magazine. You know why? Because he created that magazine.
Yeah,
he created that magazine. That is his platform. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you don't like it, then don't bother trying to get on it. You know what I mean? He paid for the, you know, so I don't, you know, dudes try to get in and go, I'm so and so, you should let me on free because I'm so and so. Hell no, bro. Look, I built this. You know what I mean? So it ain't nothing like that going on. You want to get on it, it's because you know that I built something and it was working for me, and you want to get the perks from it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So yeah. I told him, look, I want to get it. He's like, well, listen, it costs this. I'm like, a word? And I just said, you know, man, how much that cover costs? You know, I ain't gonna say the number, but he put the number out there. I'm like, oh, really? But two other motherfuckers are trying to get at the two major artists who I ain't gonna expose was trying to get on that cover as well. But they didn't want to pay the money because they were major artists. You know what I mean?
What?
I said, well, look, I tell you what, give me a second. Went home, pumped my damn chain, called them the next morning, yo, let's meet you up in the city, middle of the city, and gave it to him. Bloom. Just like that. Let me get on that cover, man. I need to talk to the people, man. You know what I mean? Period. I done sold watches, rings, bracelets. I mean everything, bro. I don't care what. Billy Dance. I always looked up to this dude. You know what I'm saying? Always. And then I used to see this dude around his grandmother's house, around where I used to live when I moved from Fort Rockaway in Bricktown, 173rd. You know what I mean? Over there by my cousin DeVal. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you a story about him. That's Max Payne. That's the nigga who found Corporal A.K. That's my older cousin. Him and my brother. When I say found, this motherfucker had me battling some of your favorite dudes, smoking their asses when I was a little boy. But we'll talk about that later. You know what I mean? I started off battle rapping. You know what I mean? So anyway, this dude had this thing called Raps United Nation. I'm like, damn, this Billy Dance, man. He giving rappers the opportunity to come perform here and perform there. He was going around the world doing his concerts. So he was out in London. I'm like, yo, I reached out to him on Twitter. I said, yo, bro, I thank you for having my joint on there, but yo, what's up with getting me on that stage out there in London, right? You know what I mean? You heard? Yeah. He said, and I quote, he's like, this was Friday. He said, yeah, okay. If you can get out to London by tomorrow, LOL, I'll let you get on there. LOL, laughing. While he was laughing, I was at the pawn shop selling my shit and booking my fucking ticket to London. The next day, this man was in the record store in the hood in London. I went to London by myself. I booked a hotel room. I got on the fucking train. I got off on these projects. I was on the rooftop on these projects, taping these dudes, smoking weed, rhyming with dudes I never know. They could have killed me if they wanted to. You know what I mean? Yeah. From there, I slipped off. Yo, where can I get the so-and-so? Whatever record store over there, take the train. Got on the train, went through the hood, got out, walked down, found the record store, walked in the record store, and and that shit is on tape. It's somewhere on YouTube. Courtney Brown, shout out to her. That's like my sister. She used to work for Source Magazine. She was there with Dance. Motherfuckers look, and the look on his face was like, motherfucker, are you serious? You know what I mean?
Shit.
And you know what? From there, from that day, that man became my brother. Let's just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, there's no excuse for these rappers today now. You know what I mean? This man came to the other side of the planet on a whim. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, yo.
You on stage, and I got on that bitch, man. I caught rap.
You just touched on a bunch of different things. So you did get on stage?
Yes, sir. He was the man of his word.
Yeah.
I went up there and did this joint I got called Drill Sergeant. I went in. You know what I mean? I went in. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy, man, because when I came back, a lot of motherfuckers was like, damn, you spend all that money out there and you would get paid. What you get from it? What I got from it? Bro, you'll see in the next 2 years. 2 years later, we did a track called Spread Love that wound up being on MTV Base and all that other shit. You know what I mean? Wow. Me and Billy Dance. I'm like, what you mean what I got from it, man? I got what I wanted to get. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The respect that I needed from these dudes who I look up to.
Yeah, they don't understand investments, man. Like, it's crazy. But you're touching on a whole bunch of dope shit right here, man. First off, you know how they say the American dollar doesn't have any value because it's not backed by gold?
Right.
You are using your gold to fund shit, proving point one, and you're doing it to further your career.
Right.
Think about that. Like, you are actually using gold, like they say, that is more valuable than the actual dollar, getting those dollars to fund your shit and invest in yourself. This is a crazy story, bro. You never even told me that. Shit is crazy. So it's safe to say Corporal A.K. is telling you indie artists, you must invest in your motherfucking self. And I tell these indie artists too, if you can't, like, some of these artists don't want to work, bro. They just think that they're going to make money from just rapping, whatever. Right. And they kids and their family suffering. I'm like, nigga, get a job.
Right.
The job is going to help you fund your shit. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't stay home. But yo, this is insane, man. So some dope shit about you also. I heard you got to Fight the Power out.
Whoa. I dropped a Fight the Power single.
Said, whoa.
I dropped Fight the Power in 2016.
Fight the Power. Okay.
Way before the police was really out there getting crazy. All right. I dropped it when they killed the dude. What was his name? His last name Bell. They shot him at his wedding thing.
Sean Bell. And it was in.
That was the first time I took that so personal. I wrote Fight the Power. I did it over. I reached out to Public Enemy.
You did it over. Okay.
I did it over. I reached out to Public Enemy numerous of times just to get their blessings on it. You know what I mean? But you know the game. You got, got cut through a lot of red tape, man. It never happened. But I wound up meeting with this dude named Broadway all day. He's the guy that created thisis50.com.
Okay.
He did Clickety Clink video. He was like real good with the cartoon videos and animation. So we worked the deal out. You know what I mean? I told him, I said, look, I want to be able to put this out because there's a lot of stuff going on now. So before it was cool, and no disrespect to anybody that's out there fighting for the movement, but before it was cool to stand up and go against the oppression of see, first of all, let me get this right. I'm not talking to all police officers, and I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by that.
Yeah.
You got cops, then you got police. You know what I mean? All right. The difference is, you know what I mean? The cops, you got cops that do cop work. You know what I mean? Then you got police. You understand what I'm saying? Now, some of these motherfuckers, the majority of them do a lot of crooked shit. You know what I mean? But there are some people that actually got that job because that's what they wanted to be when they were young. They really want to make change out there. They really want to protect their community or whatever. And, shouts out to them. You know what I mean? But my shit was against the motherfuckers that abuse their authority for wicked shit. You know what I mean? And preying on their own at that. You know what I mean? Preying on their own at that. You know what I mean? So it's like, them is the ones. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of shit, man. But that, once I started seeing that, I'm like, look, man, I'm going to speak something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I reached out to a lot of artists. A lot of artists didn't want to touch that. They was like, nah. I said, okay, I did it myself. I came to Broadway, hit him with something he made. I said, look, I need to do a video that they can't knock my door down for or censor that much, man. So the only thing that you can get away with like that is if it's in a cartoon form. You see what I'm saying?
Very smart.
You know what I mean? And if we do it animated, then I can add all the props that I need in the video through animation. I don't gotta have a permit to shoot a scene over here, or borrow or buy or rent 2 police uniforms for dudes to play fake dirty cops. Or I just alleviated all that bullshit. Let's just create everything we need in this video. You know what I mean? And get this done and still paint the picture. Now, as we were doing this video, because this video took 2-3 years, as we were doing it, a lot of shit was erupting with these cops, man, killing people and doing all sorts of dirty shit, man. And we kept having to change the date. Wow. Fight the Power 2016, Fight the Power 2017, Fight the Power 2018, all these years. And all these years, like I said, I kept reaching out, you know what I mean? But I was never able to get it to Chuck, you know what I mean? But I did get it to his producer.
Okay.
Hank, was it Shockley?
Hank Shockley.
The Bomb Squad dude, I think this.
I think his name is Hank Shockley.
Shockley, yeah, yo. So we got it to him. He listened to it. He said it was dope. He actually followed me on the gram. Gave me his blessings to play it on the internet. But as far as anything else go, he said, you have to talk to Chuck or whatever. Was never able to do that. And then, unfortunately, Chuck came out with his version for 2020. You know what I mean? That he did with Nas and Black Thought. He did it with a lot of artists who I admire. You know what I mean?
So yours got the same beat as his original song, right?
Yeah, but mine was boosted up. Jimi Kendrix did that one. Shout out to him. Jimi Kendrix is the producer I did it my way for Jay-Z. He did Ashanti's album, Ja Rule's album. Nice. Jimi Kendrix is a monster on the producer side too, well known. He actually did that for me. He did that track, and he was like, nobody really wanted to get on something. Let me get that. He turned that shit into Fight the Power 2030, the way he boosted it, and he amped it up real bad, man. And I got on it, and I went off. And like I said, I just want people to hear my version. I just think my version is more in depth to what needs to be said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not taking nothing away from the actual creator himself, because he created it. You know what I mean? I always respected Public Enemy as a group and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And the music that they made for our people from way back in the days. Let's get that clear. You know what I mean? I respect every artist that he had on that record from old to new. Let's get that clear. But this is hip hop. I'm still competitive. You know what I mean? I just think he should have had me on the actual remake of that because the shit that I was talking was straight to the point. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Straight to the point. If you heard it, then you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
So is it on the airwaves now? Is it in distribution?
No, it's no, I didn't release it.
Okay.
Due to the fact that I wanted his blessings. You know what I mean?
Got you.
I didn't get the blessings. They released what they released, so it's kind of in limbo. But I am going to release it just for the internet because I don't need clearance for that. That's just like a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? This is for promotional use only.
Yeah,
but I need the people to hear. You know what I mean? I just think
yes, brother. The people are about to hear it right now on DJC Radio Global.
Let's go. Let's go.
So for those of you that just tuned in, we got Corporal A.K. out of Queens, New York City, and he redid Fight the Power way before the last one that was redone. And this is his version right here on DJC Radio Global, Fight the Power, Corporal A.K. We'll be back in a second.
You play all hard way for what? Every time you see me, you want to mess with me. I'm tired of it. It's time today. Everybody standing there, they tonight doing nothing. I did not sell nothing. Because every time you see me, you want to harass me, you want to stop me. I'm minding my business, officer. Power. Yeah. Power. Power. Hey, yo. Don't call me for this march shit. Call me when y'all ready to get it poppin'. Malcolm X said it all means protect my kid. Cause the cops giving out bullets, the judges giving out bids. Like a soldier holding the post, I post in front of the crib. I'm screaming, give me a break, but they rather just break a rib. They want me to try to split so they bullet can split my wig. Graveyards are overcrowded with brothers that don't dig. They scream out freeze, but understand what they doing. Cause it's easy to hit the target when the target is not moving. First they pop us, then they lock us. Cops be crushed grooving. It's time to ring the alarm so the people can stop snoozing. They move like a deck of cards. Look how they go fish. They love booking the spades. They call it the relay. But tell me what you gonna do when I declare war. And pity pat with the deuce to the jokers are no more. They point, say I'm the owner, reverse to draw four. I draw two to send a few shots straight at they door. Screaming, power. On. The enemy has a badge. They're itching to put your name right next to a hashtag. Their mental is all blacks, belong in the black bag. And tossed in the bitch like a body in Baghdad. Getting shot a couple times is the new hands up. And getting choked from behind, that's the new handcuffs. All we do is stand around. When will we stand up? Every day is a man down. It's time that we man up. Now can you tell me what these so-called thugs when you need them? That'll kill for they block, but won't kill for they freedom. They're slaughtering all our kings and violating our queens. They're murdering all our children and putting it on the screen. Every day is a nightmare, but still I'm a daydream. I'll be running up in the precinct with the M16. No disrespect, Kaepernick, but why you taking a knee? I'm giving head count, so how many I'm taking with me? I'm screaming, power. Power.
Yep, that right there was Corporal A.K. and that was his version of Fight the Power right here on DJC Radio Global. Oh man, dope ass track, brother.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Big shout to KJ, Kevin Johnson on the check-in saying Far Rock. Big shout to my man Grizzly in the house, and these are independent artists also. So Corporal A.K. It's like I usually ask questions of people that just started rapping in this game, but I don't even know if those questions apply to you because you seem like a fucking superstar, a well-seasoned vet already. But tell the people how they can get in touch with you for like collabs or whatever.
Yeah, man, just get at me, man. Corporal_AK_music, man, on Instagram, man. DM me, man. Hit me in the contact on the message box. Let me know what's good. with whatever, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Now,
Definitely, yo.
Who is Uncle? Was it Pickups?
Uncle No Picks. Uncle No Picks, bro.
Uncle Pickups.
All right, so that right there is another talent that I possess, man. I love writing comedy sketches, skits. You know what I mean? And he's a character that I created, man. First of all, the reason why Uncle No Picks was created, I was watching the internet, and I just kept seeing so much stressful shit about this COVID-19 and just everything. You know, the internet was full of stress, man. People stressing this, stressing that, and I just felt like people needed to laugh, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People need to laugh, man. Laughing is good for the spirit. It's good for the heart, man. You know what I mean? So I said, you know, now everybody's doing what they're doing on the internet. I don't want to do the same thing everybody else is doing, man. So let me, you know, I wanted to bring up some shit that would that the older and the younger cats can all relate to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody, whether you're 50-something years old or you're 16, 17 years old, has a family member or a friend or somebody in their neighborhood that's similar to the character I created. Uncle No Picks is a character that just has no picks at all. He doesn't care
Uncle
who
No
he
Picks
offends, who he robs. He's out of his mind.
He's insane. He's robbing family members, trying to convince them that it wasn't him. The shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
Would you mind if DJC Radio Global air it right now for the people to see?
Yeah, definitely, man.
All right, so set this up, brother. This is the one that I watched where where I think you jump in your cousin's car and set this up.
Okay, yeah. This is the one where I robbed my nephew, man. You know what I mean? Well, he plays my nephew. He's not my real nephew. He's also a comedy sketch dude. Goes by the name of Philly Prince. Shout out to Philadelphia. You know what I mean? He plays my nephew in this one. So basically, I bump into him my first day at home from prison. And he's on the block getting money. You know what I mean? I noticed this shit. And, you know, everything else is pretty much what you're going to see. You know what I mean? This is just what happens. This is just Uncle No Picks in pure form. You know what I mean?
All right. Let me title this right now so the people watching could know who it is. Uncle No Picks. He got no picks at all, and your ass can get it. You're rocking with DJC Radio Global, hip hop and R&B show. Happy Springs, everybody out there. We got Corporal A.K. out of Queens on the check-in, and we just chopping it up, having a great time, man. He's dropping some jewels, and he is really, you know, telling everybody, all the indie artists, what I've been telling you guys for decades, man. You must invest in yourself. Like, I get a lot of indie artists that be saying shit because I charge like donations. Like this is a private radio station, so I don't have conglomerates with commercials. Once you have conglomerates with commercials, you can't take money for airplay. That's called a payola. But this is my personal shit. I pay for it out of my pocket. So sometimes I ask a little $5 or $10 donation. That's it. And some dudes be like, I don't pay for play. It's some shit. I'm like, man, like this shit ain't, you know, like whatever. And then I do get donations and I raise money for people, for the artists that don't have the money. I put the money up for them. You know what I mean? So I'm just being extra nice because I'm trying to be a public servant.
Bro, before you press play, please let me touch on that real fast, man.
What?
Please let me touch on that before you press play this video. Just 2 seconds. For all you motherfuckers out there that constantly say, I don't pay for plays, let me give you a quick news flash, okay? First of all, right? If you think for 1 second, when you sign to whoever you think you're going to sign to, right, to become a superstar, that they're playing your music for free, you are about the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. Let me explain this to you. Your label automatically pays for plays. It takes it straight out of your budget. You understand that? Understand me. See, listen, they say, you know, payola, right? You know what I mean? Doesn't exist. It exists, but it's in a different form. It's called advertisement. You can buy airtime advertisement, and that's not payola. All right? Listen to what I just said. You can buy advertisement time on the radio, commercial advertisement,
and have your shit played.
And that's not payola. So what do you think? when these labels like, okay, we're going to put this much money into this to be played, to be advertised. You know what I mean? You understand? They're paying already. You know what I mean? And guess what? You're being charged way more than $10 out of your goddamn budget.
I know, bro. It bugs me out, man. I'm like,
so let me tell you something, man. Listen, the crazy part was they should be knocking down your door to pay you way more than that. Because you know what? If this platform could get 2 people who didn't know you to know who the fuck you are, guess what? Mission is accomplished. Let me explain something to you, man. Brothers don't get it. You know what I mean? Because just the other day, those same 2, 3, 4, whatever people come in to check you out, they didn't know who the fuck you was.
Plus, this is BMI license and ASCAP. So if you're BMI and ASCAP, we report your spins, you get a little royalty check. So it is what it is. But let's get to my man, Uncle No Picks, which is a character by you, Corporal A.K. But I thank you for that little piece that you just told the people, because that's the truth. And I'm tired of saying this shit. You know, I just be like, listen, God gonna provide any damn way, because this is a great platform. Big shout out to my man's once again, Cage Money. He's from Far Rockaway.
Cage Money, salute, homie.
Big shout out to Grizzly, my man Deion Alexander out there in Huntsville, Alabama. Big shout out to KJ. He's a Southside legend. Kevin
Grizzly,
Johnson.
KJ, Grizzly, what up, y'all?
Music in Queens still. Big shout out to Stephen Hazel on the check-in.
That's my cousin Slick. That's my brother right there, yo.
All right, cool. Oh, man. And big shout out to the Russian Federation. Russia listens to this show like crazy.
You said Russia?
Russia. The Russian Federation loves
what in the Nikolai Volkov? All that bullshit. What's going on? That's your word.
Big shout out to you guys. I have a record label, and one of my artists, Sedan, we were playing voices.
Right.
So they like listen so heavy that he got 200,000 streams from Russia, and in America only like 500. So Russia supported him more than fucking America. This station is loved by Russia. So Cock de la Harris Show. Big shout out to all you guys.
Shit, you already fucking know. And just for the record, I wanted Drago to kick Rocky's ass, just to let y'all know. You know, not gonna listen to my shit.
you fucking quick with it too. So this is Uncle No Picks. This is a character from my man Corporal A.K. Be right here on DJC chopping it up. I'm gonna mute your mic so no sound, so no like reverb come. But just enjoy this video, people. This shit is hilarious.
Shit, your nephew was popping.
Next time I heard you was booked.
I'm chilling, man.
Where you get on?
Chilling.
Damn. How you feeling,
I'm chilling, nephew. Man, I see you out here, man. You shining
a
through
little
the
bit.
whole block like that, man.
I mean, sunlight.
Word, man, that shit. I see you out.
Shit, nigga. Yo, this shit is hard, son.
It's nice. It's nice. Yeah, I'm paid a little couple dollars for it.
Oh, shit, my bad, nephew.
Yo, man. Yeah, man. But yo, word to my mother, man. I see you, man. I'm proud of you,
Y'all
man.
eating.
Yeah.
I see that, man. I see that. Yo, but look, man.
I'm about to get the fuck out of here, man.
I'm about to go get at this little nigga I've been laying on. This nigga really, yeah, son, he holding right now. All sort type of shit. But yo,
I
look.
feel you. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna do what I gotta do,
Get like
man.
me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna get like you.
Man, real soon,
Real
man.
soon.
Sooner than you fucking think,
Expeditiously.
nephew. Expeditiously.
Say no more.
All right, my nephew.
I'm chilling.
Hey, run this shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, I know it's you. You got the same outfit on. You threw that little Mr. Incredible mask on.
Hey, yo, man, you got one more motherfucking time to call me your fucking uncle, man.
You got it. You got it.
Hurry up, man. Take too fucking long, man.
Oh my God.
Yo, the other one, nigga.
It say Prince though.
I don't give a fuck if it said Michael Jackson. Fuck is wrong with you, man?
Hey, whose size is them shits, man?
They not your size.
They're not my size. How the fuck you know my size,
Uncle
man?
wears size 14.
I ain't your fucking uncle. I just told you that shit, man.
You got it, man.
Yeah, man. Of course I got it. It's right here. So listen here, man. Next week, make sure you go to that Gucci store and what else, man? Oh yeah, that Prada, all that good shit, right? Alright?
Aye.
Oh shit, this is shit.
I don't think about the mix. Stevie J take off that tight ass mic. I rob pun without a gun. Snatch his piece and run. This nigga wait for the pants. I ain't gon' catch
This song is hot.
This is serious. Brother family can make you delirious.
Oh my gosh, that shit is hilarious.
Fuck is wrong? Yo, respect this nigga 50.
It's hot. It's hot.
I keep bumping, man. If I see you turn the fuck around, I'll blow your motherfucking waves.
What's up, bro?
Yo, I got robbed.
You got robbed?
Yeah.
Who did it?
I think Unc did it though.
You think it was Unc?
It's like a 3% chance it's not him.
But you know they do say Unc ain't got no pics. But I doubt that he robbed you.
You right.
Pull up.
I'm gonna start the crib right now.
Wait. I got one question. Did you have my slides on?
Yeah, I had him on. He got them jewels too.
Damn! I'm coming.
Oh, yo,
What's up, nephew? What up, man? What up, nephew?
Where you get person from?
Son, I told you I was gonna catch this little dumbass nigga that was out there thinking he was eating, man.
Somebody got me so good. You caught somebody slipping?
Slipping, yo. I mean, slipping.
I believe it.
I'm a stupid little nigga, but yo. Yeah, man, I'm chilling with my baby girl, man.
That necklace look kind of familiar too.
Yeah, this shit.
I'm just saying it look just like a joint I
Like
lost.
what?
No, I just you shining.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice French thing she got over there too.
Oh, this right here? Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I got this from the Prince concert, man. You know what I mean? Back, no, when he was alive.
Then when he was alive.
Say he got from the press concert.
I guess he really got it from the press concert.
I
I wish I was there.
No doubt. That's so good. Yeah.
Shining.
Shining.
Oh my God.
Yeah, come on, baby girl. Yeah.
Oh my God, that shit was fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. I absolutely love that, bro. Oh man, that right there was genius, hilarious. Said you got it from Prince when he was alive. So, Uncle No Pics, let me unmute you real quick. So, what does no pics mean, brother? For everybody that don't know.
No pics is just a saying that they got out here in Philadelphia. Because I'm live out in Philly now, you know what I mean? They be like, yo, he ain't got no pics. That means he don't pick and choose who gets it. Anybody can get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Stephen Hazel said that shit was mad funny. Yo, I didn't even realize that the end of it, you're walking away in his slides, and it's just is all little. Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, they was too little for my feet. Niggas still wearing them shits.
Yeah, people, listen. That was Corporal A.K. He's not just a rapper, as you see. He's an actor. Yo, because you look well, like you look well groomed, and like you knew what the fuck you was doing.
Believe it or not, brother, we did that in one take, man.
Are you kidding me?
I improv that. We made that up.
Get out of here.
Yeah, the dude that's in there, he came. Listen, when he came with his iPhone and the camera, and he was like, he had a whole nother thing that he wanted to do. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Let's just do this real quick. And we did it. And you know, God works funny because, like, you know, I'm gonna be totally honest. I can't be fake on here. These dudes that was actually in it, they thought it was gonna be a flop and never and like stood away, like gave me what I wanted. I sat there and edited it. Well, he knows how to edit. I took the scenes that I wanted and I had him put them there. Yeah. And then I gave it to him to promote, but he didn't promote it. So I said, I'm gonna push it. And LQJ wound up posting it on his timeline, laughing his ass off at it, yo.
Nice. Right. That's what's up, man. Yo, so it wasn't filmed with iPhone though, right? It was just filmed with another camera.
Yeah, he filmed it on a camera and the iPhone.
Okay.
The scenes all the scenes. I taped that scene when I walked up on my nephews while they were sitting on the steps. So I had the jewelry.
Wow.
I taped their reaction and they taped my reaction with the iPhone. You know what I mean?
Damn, yo, that's dope, man. Remember how back in the days it would cost like 100 G's to do a video?
Fucking right.
Had people like Williams and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like we had names in the game. Like,
right.
I feel bad that now they're probably not getting that much work
But it's amazing what we can do now on our own, because that shit right there is dope, man. Really, really dope. So what projects do you have out now, Corporal AK? And what should we be looking for?
First of all, shout out to my brother Kevin Johnson and Stephen Hazel, man. Them is my brothers, man. I love them dudes. Kevin Johnson is also a director. They got a movie coming out, man. He got the dude from Ghost, from Power. The dude Ghost from Power.
Really?
And my sister Fee. Yeah, this dude right here. There's another dude you need to get with that needs an interview. He's in the building. This dude is definitely he is the, how should I say, man? He's another story of triumph. You know what I mean? We both lost our mothers. We both went through some shit. You know what I mean? And he stood out through the fire. That's my brother out there. But yeah, so say that again. My bad, bro.
Nah, brother, it's all good. You just blew my mind with the story of triumph. But I was just talking about how I forgot what I asked you and shit. Actually, I'm gonna keep it real. We both in the same boat right now. But,
yeah. Oh, shit.
I'll keep it real, homie. You know, I fucking love you. But listen, what I was saying is how, back in the days, Hype Williams and all those people were making hundreds of thousands, and now we're doing shit with iPhones and cameras. You did a great job. And then you went into KJ, Kevin Johnson, being a super producer. So that's how that went right there. All right. So for those of you that just tuned in, Corporal A.K, your boy DJ Cisco, we have a lot of music from him, but I don't want to keep him too long. And we're going to play his music after, because I don't want Facebook to shut us down. But is it anything that we didn't talk about that you want to touch on?
Oh, man, just listen, man. To be honest, man, I want my daughters, you know what I mean, and how I'm grooming them. My daughter Lyric, I'm grooming her into this business, you know what I mean. She's also I got her boxing and training and stuff like that, but she loves the arts, the entertainment. She's been doing that since she was a baby, and her and my daughter Harmony, you know what I mean. I just want to shout out a few people, man, that really mean a lot to me, bro. You know what I mean?
Yo, but Corporal AK, I remember what I asked you, bro. I asked you what projects you have out now.
Oh, you asked me what projects I have.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Yo, so right now I got Black Tarzan. That was the last project that me and White Owl did together before he died.
Oh, man.
It's on, we never got to really promote it, but you could go on. We won an award for it, Underground Music Award for Best Street Album of the Year. It's on Dat Piff. You can just look it up. It's called Black Tarzan. You know what I mean?
Nice.
That's the project, man. Right now, I just been pushing out singles, man. I got Lyric and Harmony on the way. That's one project that I'm doing. You know what I mean? I got another one called Rap to the Future, where I bring a lot of those digging the crate tracks. Gotcha. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be on it, but I'm going to put like a lot of these new cats, these young dudes on the record, even if their style is drum, the drill rap or whatever style they got. I'm going to let them do their own style, but it's just going to be on those traditional beats just to introduce them to that era that they miss, instead of shitting on them and pointing the finger like, yo, you can't do this and this and that, and just no, and then you got to teach them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bridge that gap. You know what I mean? Where we can have best of both worlds. I learn a little bit about their world. They learn a little bit about mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make some good music. You know what I'm saying? Then I got the 40-year-old virgin. That one right there is gonna be a problem. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the problem right there, man. 40-year-old virgin, man. That's just self-explanatory, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm going to my 40s and I'm just getting my feet wet on radio. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And I want to prove to the world that they need to stop putting the age group on this genre of music, hip hop. We gotta stop doing that, man. You got dudes that come out 50-something years old with rock and roll, super successful. They don't do it to them. They don't do it to each other. The R&B people. We got to stop doing that, man. That was designed for us to do. So these label owners, they don't like, because grown men make grown men decisions. So if a grown man comes in the game, guess what? He becomes a boss, and you can't control him. So that's why if you look real fast, everything is young this and little that. You know what I mean? Or baby this and baby that. You know what I mean? They try to keep that instilled in your mind. so you don't accept the dude that has knowledge of the game. You know what I mean? Get
Exactly.
out of you too old now. No, I'm never that, because if you do the math, 2 Chainz was what, 40-some years old, dropped his first shit. Flo Rida, 40-some years old, like, you know, just to name a few. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
These dudes are super successful. So
What we need though, Corporal, we need you know, more concert promoters that are promoting older acts and shit like that. You know what I mean?
right.
Like a couple of years back, there was a company that was promoting old school acts, and Positive K used to call me. We used to chop it up about that, and they were getting, you know, different acts like Nice and Smooth.
Ooh.
They were getting the Brand Nubians when Goober was alive and stuff like that, you know, and getting like OPP, Ready by Nature. We need to do that, get some promoters that can have these venues for the mature rap, because there is a market for it, bro. There's
A huge market.
there's a huge market for it. Like people, because I deal with a lot of people from like Paris and like Italy and stuff like that. They don't appreciate none of the new shit. Not knocking the young guys, like you said, bro.
Right.
Not knocking them at all. But these guys from France, if you get with a French producer right now and say, yo, send me a beat, he'll send you a boom bap like